So this one's going to be a little different. These little rubber gaskety grommety dudes that are on those timing cover bolts are all, well, old. They're probably all original to the engine. So what I'm going to do, and I want to preface this by saying I know that there is a metal washer on top of these, and obviously there's a reason for that. I won't be implementing that into what I'm doing today, but you'll see when I swap over to the next section here what's going on. This is something that I know that anybody with the willingness to try can make, so that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to hop on over to the PC and we're going to 3D model this, which isn't going to take long, and then we're going to print it out on a 3D printer. I happen to have a Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, so we're going to throw this and print it out in some TPU and see how it works. Alright, so this should theoretically be fairly simple. I'm just going to take this little guy here and we're going to get some measurements in, and I'm just using the 3D builder that's built into Windows because this isn't really an intricate piece and it's free. So we're going to get some measurements here. I need it to be, so my width is looking at 13.6, but that's probably worn out and shrunk over the years. So yeah, I haven't used this since my PC was reset. So millimeters, let's just do 14, and same for Y. And what's our height? 5.7, so we'll just make that 6. And if I put that to 0, does that go through? It does, so this needs to be half size, so 3. And that is theoretically enough. We need to see what our ID is. 7.9, so we'll make that 8. Somehow, I think what we're going to do, take a cylinder. And just make it that size. We can put Z at 0. Oh, never mind. Not that Z, this Z. And this Z. Okay, doesn't want to do it now. Alright, we'll just delete that object then and make another one. 8. We wanted this Z to be 0, so I want it to go through. And how do I turn that into a hole? Maybe it's here. Nope. Edit. Subtract. There we go. So now that has an 8mm hole in it. And I guess this is round. I wonder if it would be better to just do 2 cylinders. So I'm using a cone to try to get the taper on the edge. 3D Builder is very similar to Tinkercad, where you just kind of put shapes together to get what you're looking for. So I'm trying to get that taper in there. Then all of this is going to go away. We're just going to cut this off. Because it is just, I mean, it's slight. And I think that's going to work there. And then we're going to do that cylinder in the center again for the hole, which was 8, right? Let me just double check. 7.8, so we're going to make it 8. 8. 8. 8. And then we're going to stretch that Z all the way out to help clear that out. In fact, we'll just make it super tall, because in here we're going to set this to 0 again, so it'll cut through. Then we can just take it up till that cone's gone up there. Nope, did not want to do that. The selection in here is a little different. So we're going to subtract that now. And we're going to get rid of that little ring that we made. And then we can do a cube. We can just move it up Z by the height. Just 6. So if we set this to 26. Don't lock these. We're going to take the Y and stretch it up. And it did not change that. So now we will subtract that as well. And boom, there is our little washery doodad. Then if we merge it all, it becomes one part. That should be it. There are some, you can see some lines in there. If you're trying to make something like super pretty, you can smooth that out in most things. Like if you did smooth, whoa. Let's see, smooth edges on. Yeah, no, that just makes it incredibly bad. What if I simplify? No, we want as many faces as we can get. So that's it there. Like, you can see all the lines and all that. That will likely come out in the print. And that's fine. In Tinkercad, you can choose a number of edges in the objects you're making. And if you're trying to make something round, just max that out. But head on over to the 3D printer and get this started. Bamboo Lab, Bamboo Slicer can use 3MF, which apparently is better. We'll find out now. I'm just going to put this on the desktop and pull up Bamboo Studio. So now that we're in here, we will switch to the engineering plate. That's what I have on there. Going to resync. I don't know why it's not showing my MS. It's all in there, but that's fine. We're just using the TPU. And then we will add the object where we saved it. I just auto everything. And that is our little gaskety doodad. There is scarf joints in Bamboo Studio now, which is great. I use them, no problems at all. And we're going to keep this in my strength profile, which is basically the normal strength profile. I'll just prefer gyroid infill. And we're just going to test print one of these. So, all right, we got to change our filament. And now it shouldn't be upset. It's apparently going to take 15 minutes. I keep these in there. We're not using the AMS. And let's ship it. Alright, so I just had some lunch while waiting for this to cool down and be ready. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. Yes, it's not perfect. This TPU is now a little old, but let's compare it to the other one and see. Or the factory piece there. And for those that are curious about food, I had a salad for brunch. It was delicious. Alright, so the width is actually pretty close. The hole seems to be good. There's some stringing in there. Like I said, this is old TPU, so it's not going to be perfect, but I think it's time to take this out, fit it to the bolt, and see how it goes. Alright, let's see. So here's the bolt. Obviously the old one slides on, then it gets snug at the top. And this does have that little bit of edge there. Slides on real snug, which is good. It's not going to go anywhere. Let's actually put this on one of the bolts that is in there. I'll grab this one because it's the broken one and see how it goes. This has the longer shaft. Slides all the way up. Seems to work just fine. It's smushed a little bit. I mean, it is TPU, so it's a little softer. But, yeah, you know what? It works for me for now. What I might do is actually, to kind of help with the smush, so it actually smushed a bit as I started to tighten it up. Now I could get a harder TPU. I still want some smush, right? This is, you know, a little bit soft. I'll leave this on there for now. So this is going to be a thing where we kind of see how it goes. And if the smush becomes a problem, then I will reinforce these in some way. I'll figure that out in the future. I don't think the smush is going to be a problem. If anything, I can just make it a little bit taller to compensate for the smush. But here, let me pull you off the tripod. Get you a good look on there. This is the normal one. Now these are old, so like there's that gap there because the rubber isn't really malleable anymore. This is this one. You can see it's wrapping around everything. It does smush out. That might be what these were like when they were new. I can't say for sure because I didn't have this new. So I'm actually going to go ahead, print out more of these to fill everything in. And now we're going to have a little touch of red, because that's the only color TPU I have, on our RB here. So yeah, that's it for this one. If you want these as they are now, you go ahead and hit the comments, let me know, and we'll put something together. And I can make some for you, send it your way. If you want a different color, we can work that out too. So yeah, I'm going to print out all the ones I need for this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Look at that, I did a little, we're done here. Like, subscribe, share, whatever. Let me know if you need these.